Hey everyone, Carly Cross here, and welcome to the SDW podcast. As always, we're here to bring you the latest and greatest in Stone Dog Wrestling action and get you prepped for what's to come. Remember, every Friday night we go live with SDW Friday Night Lightning at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on both the Stone Dog Entertainment YouTube and Twitch channels. It's where the biggest moments, hardest-hitting matches, and intense storylines unfold every single week. And don't forget, we also drop the podcast weekly to keep you up to date on everything happening in the SDW universe and let you relive the action with deep dives, predictions, and all the juicy details. So whether you're new here or a longtime fan, buckle up. It's gonna be a ride.
All right, got this stack of SDW trick-or-treat results right here.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it was wild.
Absolutely.
So are we ready to break it all down?
Yeah, let's do it.
So one thing that jumps out right away, and you even flagged it in your notes.
Yeah.
This show had like two distinct parts.
Yeah.
A pre-show with different commentators, and then bam, the real show starts.
Yeah, it's almost like...
It's weird, right?
It is.
It's like they were separate events almost.
Yeah, and we're going to need more info down the line to understand what that was all about.
Yeah, totally agree. But for now, let's dive into these match results.
Oh.
So first up, the Anarchists versus the Fallen for the women's tag team titles.
Big match.
And this was an Unleashed Rules elimination match.
Yeah, wow.
You even highlighted some of the details.
Yeah.
Pool sticks, stop signs, the whole shebang.
It works.
Yeah. But what really seems to have caught your attention was the teamwork
Yeah.
between Rhea and Lilith.
Especially considering their history.
Exactly. They've had a pretty rocky relationship. Right. And yet here they are, using teamwork.
Yeah.
Even a possible Red Death submission to win.
That's a powerful statement.
It really is. So does this signal a change in their dynamic?
It might.
Could this be the beginning of like a dominant run for them?
Well, I mean, remember, Asuka and Alexa, they're not easy to beat.
Right.
To take them down in an Unleashed Rules match.
Especially elimination.
Especially elimination. That shows they are a force to be reckoned with.
Okay. Speaking of forces to be reckoned with.
Oh, yeah.
The next match on your list, Russell versus Scotty Washington. Inside Hell in a Cell.
Now that's a match.
This was Scotty's first match back.
Oh, wow.
After that brutal fibia injury.
Yeah, inflicted by Russ, no less.
Exactly. And he jumps right into the cell.
That's intense.
Talk about a statement.
I mean, you really got to think about the psychological impact
absolutely.
of that injury,
Right.
coming back from that, not just the physical pain,
Right.
but facing the guy who put him on the shelf.
Inside Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And you were right to flag this one.
Yeah.
I mean, that visual of Scotty hitting the Scotty to Hottie
Oh, from the top rope.
from the top rope, pinning Rust for the win.
Talk about resilience.
It's a powerful image, right?
Yeah, it really speaks to his character development, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just the high flying anymore.
Well.
He's a survivor.
This could be a real turning point for him.
I think so.
Now, the guest GM appearance by Aaron A. Sweet.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But honestly, it didn't seem super relevant to your highlighted results.
Right.
Tony Khan's out, Sweet's filling in. Could be temporary, could be a power struggle brewing. We'll have to see what your other sources say.
Agreed.
Let's move on to something you definitely marked up.
Yeah.
Darby Allin challenging Dominic Mysterio for the Cruiserweight Championship.
In an Unleashed Rules rematch, no less.
Oh, yeah. Light tubes,
Oof.
crash cans, brass knuckles.
Oh,
This one was brutal.
absolutely.
And Mysterio even knocked out the ref.
What?
But here's the thing. You highlighted Mysterio's cunning tactics.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes this so interesting.
He's really blurring the lines
He is.
between a heel and an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He's ruthless.
Oh, yeah.
But you almost find yourself rooting for him.
You kind of do,
Like,
right?
Even when he's doing things that are clearly,
Questionable.
Yeah.
And that finishing sequence.
Oh, tell me about it.
3 amigos onto the broken glass.
Ouch.
And then the pin.
Yeah.
If the ref had been awake,
Yeah. Who knows?
he might have lost.
Yeah.
But he found a way to win.
He did.
That's what makes him so dangerous.
He's a smart wrestler.
Yeah.
Knows how to use the rules to his advantage.
And he's not afraid to push those boundaries.
Not at all.
He's definitely someone to watch in the Cruiserweight division.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now let's talk about the SDW Women's World Championship match.
Right.
Banshee versus Britt Baker
Oh, this is a big one.
in a casket match.
Wow.
This is only the second casket match in SDWW history.
The first one involved Banshee's cousin.
Reaper.
Right.
Talk about pressure.
Oh, yeah. Huge shoes to fill.
And you highlighted the brutality of this match.
Yeah, which makes sense given the stipulation.
Oh, absolutely. Baseball bats,
Oh, wow.
kendo sticks, even a sledgehammer.
A sledgehammer.
Yeah. Yeah. And that final sequence,
Tell me about it.
a DDT, followed by a tombstone pile driver,
Yeah.
onto the sledgehammer,
Oh, brutal.
and then closing that casket lid on Britt Baker.
A dominant champion.
It takes guts
Yeah.
and determination.
Yeah,
This is a huge win for Banshee,
absolutely.
and I think it signals a real shift in the women's division.
I agree.
She's a force to be reckoned with now.
Yeah.
We had this handicap, no holds bars match,
Okay.
Outlaw Epps
Last competitor.
versus the very strange pairing of Doink and Basket Case.
That's a weird one.
You specifically flagged this match,
Yeah.
and I think I know why.
Oh, yeah.
It's Doink's control over Basket Case, right?
It's disturbing.
It is. It's like Doink's laughing maniacally while Basket Case is just inflicting pain.
Yep.
They even used his prosthetic arm as a weapon.
Oh, wow.
It's unsettling.
I feel like Doink has completely warped Basket Case's persona.
Yeah.
He's a puppet now
Yeah.
in Doink's twisted game.
And Epps, despite his best efforts,
He put up a good fight.
he couldn't overcome those numbers.
2-on-1's tough.
The barbed wire baseball bat,
Oh,
the prosthetic arm again, and then that whoopee cushion finisher.
you gotta give it to him. It's creative.
Epps never stood a chance.
No.
This win for Doink and Basket Case,
Yeah.
it's troubling.
Right? It is.
They're unpredictable, violent, and seemingly under Doink's complete control.
Yeah, this could have major ramifications for the entire roster.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the SDW Global Championship match.
All right.
Jimmy Phoenix
Still undefeated.
challenging Reaper.
The champion.
You flagged this one.
Yeah,
I'm guessing you're interested in that undefeated streak.
absolutely. Phoenix has been on a roll
Yes.
since his debut.
And Reaper.
Yeah.
He's a monster in the ring.
Yeah.
This is a real clash of styles.
Oh, yeah.
And the stakes.
Yeah.
Incredibly high.
No doubt.
And you know what? It lived up to the hype.
It did.
Reaper dominated early,
Yeah.
using his power and brutality to wear Phoenix down.
Uh-huh.
That near countout, that was a nail biter.
It was. Reaper was smart,
Right.
targeting Phoenix's midsection,
Yeah.
trying to take away his speed and agility.
Yeah.
Good strategy.
But Phoenix is a fighter.
Oh, yeah.
He barely made it back into the ring. He even countered some of Reaper's power moves.
He's resilient.
He was waiting for his moment.
And when it came,
Yeah.
he didn't hesitate.
That Phoenix punch,
Devastate.
even though Reaper kicked out,
Yeah.
felt like a turning point.
Absolutely.
And then that spear,
Oh, man.
lights out for Reaper.
Wow.
Jimmy Phoenix, your new SDW Global Champion.
Unbelievable.
He extends his undefeated streak.
Yeah.
Takes down one of the most dominant champions in SDW history.
This win is huge for Phoenix.
It is.
Solidifies his place at the top of the card.
Absolutely.
Sets him up for even bigger things.
There's a twist.
Oh,
Since he already held the SDW Television Championship,
right.
Phoenix had to vacate that title.
Oh, wow.
Another championship up for grabs.
Yeah.
The competition is going to be fierce.
Oh, absolutely.
And speaking of making a name for yourself,
Okay.
CM Punk returns.
Oh, wow.
Makes a beeline for the ring.
That's a statement.
It was more than just an entrance.
Yeah.
It was a statement. He addressed the fans,
Uh-huh.
talked about his past in SDW.
Oh, the mistakes he's made.
Yeah,
His desire to fix things.
we could feel the emotion in his words.
Yeah, it was raw.
It was raw,
Yeah.
honest, captivating.
Social stuff.
He talked about rebuilding himself,
Yeah.
about earning back the respect of the fans.
But his motivations are still unclear.
They are?
Is this genuine remorse?
Right.
Or is there something more to his agenda?
He did say he wants to go 3 for 3 in Chicago,
Interesting.
hinting at his championship aspirations.
Oh, I see.
And with Punk, you can never rule anything out.
Never.
His return adds a whole new layer of intrigue to SDW.
Absolutely.
He's a wild card,
Yeah.
a master manipulator, a proven champion.
His presence changes the entire dynamic of the company.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Next up, Tag Team Championship Tables Match. Absolution.
Dominant champions.
Defending their titles against the high-flying Megabucks.
That's a tough matchup for the Bucks.
You flagged this one.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're interested to see if anyone could dethrone those champs.
Exactly. Absolution. Brick and Crusher.
Yeah.
They've been nearly unstoppable.
They have.
Their power and brutality are unmatched.
And the Megabucks, with their speed and agility,
They had a tough challenge ahead of them.
this match was pure mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
Tables breaking, trash cans flying, even a barbed wire bat made an appearance.
Wow. The Megabucks tried to use their teamwork
Yeah.
to isolate Brick and Crusher.
Uh-huh.
And for a while, it seemed like they might have a chance,
Yeah.
but Absolution are just too powerful.
They weathered the storm,
Yeah.
took control, and delivered a brutal finish.
Oh, yeah, that flapjack on Nick Jackson. Through the table.
Brutal.
Ew.
Absolution retains their titles
Dominant.
and sends a message.
What's that?
They are the kings of the tag team division.
It's going to take a special kind of team to dethrone them.
It will.
They're not just strong.
Uh-huh.
They're smart.
Yeah.
And they're ruthless.
Okay. Then we had something truly unique.
Oh.
An ambulance match
Wow.
for the SDW Extreme title.
That's a first.
Sandman defending against Braddock Knight.
Two hardcore legends.
This is only the second time
Really?
that the Extreme title has been defended outside the usual Extreme fighting match rules.
Interesting.
And the ambulance stipulation just adds a whole new level of danger.
Oh, yeah, that's brutal.
You highlighted this match.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're interested in the brutality.
Yeah, and how it all played out.
These two are willing to push the limits.
Oh, yeah.
Sandman trying for the quick win. Braddock playing the long game.
Wearing him down.
And that moment when Braddock threw Sandman off the top of the ambulance.
Oh, wow.
Insane.
That's great.
Braddock was calculated in his aggression.
He was.
He wasn't just trying to hurt Sandman, he was trying to break him.
And he succeeded.
That last call DDT, the final toss off the ambulance,
Nah.
and then the bat shot to the head for good measure.
Brutal.
Brutal, but effective.
Mm.
Braddock Knight, your new SDW Extreme Fighting Champion.
Wow. This is a significant win for Braddock.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of extreme champion.
Uh-huh.
More strategic.
Yeah.
More methodical.
It'll be interesting to see what direction he takes the title in.
Absolutely.
Now, onto a tag team match that had some underlying tension brewing.
Okay.
The T and Warren Winters versus the good guys, Clark Thunder and Dizzy.
Oh, yeah, there were rumors about those two.
You circled this one.
Yeah.
I think we both know why.
Those rumors of a rift
Yeah.
between Thunder and Dizzy.
They've been circulated for a while. And this match seemed to confirm them.
It did.
The match itself was fast-paced.
Yeah.
Both teams showcasing their unique styles.
Uh-huh.
But you could feel the tension
Oh, yeah.
between Thunder and Dizzy. Miscommunications, missed cues. It was all there.
It was like the weight of those rumors
Yeah.
was affecting their performance.
Yeah.
The pressure was getting to them.
And then, in a shocking turn of events,
Yeah.
Thunder turned on Dizzy.
No way.
A low blow, followed by a vicious attack on his leg
Oh, no.
with a chair.
That's awful.
It was a brutal betrayal.
It really was.
The good guy.
Once a symbol of unity and positivity,
Yeah.
gone.
This is going to have major ramifications
Oh, yeah.
for both Thunder and Dizzy, and for the entire tag team division.
Absolutely. This is a story that's just beginning.
We need to see what happens when Dizzy recovers.
Yeah.
How he responds to this betrayal.
It's a reminder that even in pro wrestling,
Uh-huh.
relationships can fracture.
Yeah.
And the consequences can be devastating.
Okay, and now, get ready for chaos.
All right.
It's time for the U.S. title. Triple threat ladder match.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega versus Steven McGregor versus Sammy Rose.
3 incredible athletes.
Batters, high-flying maneuvers,
Yeah.
and 3 guys who all want that championship gold.
This is going to be good.
This match was a spectacle.
It was.
From start to finish, ladders used as weapons, bodies flying through the air. It was nonstop action.
And there's history between these 3.
Oh, yeah.
Omega, McGregor, Rose.
They've all crossed paths before.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
adds this layer of personal animosity.
You could feel the intensity.
Yeah.
They weren't just fighting for the title. They were fighting for bragging rights,
Yeah.
for revenge.
Sammy Rose almost had it early on.
Oh, yeah.
Climbing the ladder, reaching for the belt, but McGregor stopped him just in time.
So close.
And then McGregor hit that brutal rolling thunder into a flatliner on Rose.
Ouch. McGregor was methodical,
He was.
using his power and technical skills to
Yeah.
control the match.
But Omega, with his agility and speed,
Right.
always a step ahead. He took advantage of every opening,
Yeah.
using the chaos to his advantage.
Smart.
He had a couple of close calls,
I bet.
getting knocked off the ladder, just as he was about to grab the belt.
So close.
But then, He pulled off an incredible move.
What was that?
He set up a ladder bridge
Wow.
between the announce table and the ring, with McGregor and Rose down on the outside.
Oh, I see where this is going.
He climbed that ladder, and finally, after all the chaos, he grabbed the U.S. Championship.
What a finish. Omega thrives in chaos.
He does.
He's unpredictable, innovative, always willing to push the limits.
This win solidifies his status as one of the top stars in SDW.
Absolutely.
And finally, we come to the main event.
All right.
A 2 out of 3 falls. Chicago street fight.
Wow.
For the SDW Undisputed Championship.
This is it.
Tempest defending his title.
The champion.
Against the returning CM Punk.
Huge match.
This was more than just a title match.
It was
a homecoming for Punk. A clash of styles. A battle for the soul of SDW.
The atmosphere in Chicago must have been electric.
It was.
The crowd was on fire.
They delivered an absolute war.
Oh, yeah.
Chairs, kendo sticks, stop signs, a barbed wire bat. They used it all.
Oh.
And the action spilled out of the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Brawling through the crowd.
Yeah.
And back again.
Tempest was brutal.
As always.
Utilizing his power and aggression to keep Punk on the defensive.
He was determined to prove that he was the rightful champion. That Punk's return wouldn't dethrone him.
No point to prove.
But Punk, fueled by the energy of his hometown crowd, fought back with everything he had.
It was a classic.
He took a beating.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't stay down.
His resilience was incredible, absorbing all that punishment. But his will to win, his desire to prove himself.
In front of his hometown fans, kept him fighting.
Inspiring.
Tempest managed to secure the first fall after a brutal sequence.
Yeah.
But Punk evened the score.
Right.
With an Anaconda Vice submission.
That's a tough one to get out of. That submission showed a different side of Punk.
It did.
He's not just a brawler. He's a technician. Knows how to exploit his opponent's weaknesses.
Yeah.
Capitalize on any opportunity.
And then, just when it seemed like Punk was on the verge of victory,
what happened?
The Maniacs interfered.
Oh, no.
Attacking both competitors.
They're unpredictable.
They are.
Their involvement adds a whole other layer of chaos.
To an already chaotic match.
Yeah.
You never know what those two are going to do.
Never a dull moment with them around.
But then the
tag team champions
came out to confront the Maniacs.
Oh, wow.
Brawling with them on the outside.
A clash of titans.
Two of the most dominant forces in SDW.
Going head to head.
Their involvement added a whole new level of unpredictability
to
the main event. With the Maniacs and Absolution occupied, Punk and Tempest continued their brutal battle.
It was a war of attrition.
It was.
With a display of pure grit and determination.
Both men pushing their limits. Refusing to give up.
They left it all in the ring.
Punk finally hit a fourth. Go to sleep.
Oh, wow.
This time keeping Tempest down for the 3 count.
Unbelievable.
CM Punk, in his hometown of Chicago, defeated Tempest to become the new SDW Undisputed Champion.
The crowd must have gone wild.
They did.
A triumphant homecoming for Punk.
It was.
A culmination of his journey back to SDW.
It was a night of shocks, surprises, and unbelievable moments.
Absolutely.
The landscape of SDW has shifted dramatically.
It has.
And we're all eager to see what happens next.
I can't wait. It's kind of wild, right? Going through all these results. So much changed at Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't just a pay-per-view. It was a statement.
Sure.
5 title changes. A betrayal. CM Punk's return. Feels like someone hit the reset button on the whole company.
Yeah. And with Phoenix vacating the television championship, too, we're talking potential power vacuum at the top of SDW.
That's a great point. And it brings us back to one of the moments you highlighted.
Oh, yeah.
Banshee's win over Britt Baker.
The Women's World Championship.
In a casket match.
That family connection to the first ever SDW casket match, you know, with her cousin Reaper.
Adds a whole other layer to it.
Talk about pressure.
And she crushed it.
Oh, yeah. She was brutal.
That DDT on the sledgehammer.
Before the tombstone. Oof.
Baker never stood a chance.
This win puts Banshee on a whole new level.
It does?
It's not just about the title anymore. It's about proving she can dominate.
Yeah.
In these brutal matches, just like Reaper.
Okay. Got to talk about CM Punk.
Yeah, his return was huge.
UGE. And that win over Tempest.
In his hometown.
Ending Tempest's reign. The implications are massive.
They are.
You marked this one up, so I know you're thinking about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Punk's journey back to the top. It's a story in itself. Owning his past mistakes.
Right.
Talking about rebuilding.
Yeah.
And now he's champion again. But the question is, what's next?
That's the big question, isn't it?
He said he wants to fix things in SDW.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Exactly. Will he be a fighting champion? Defending the title against anyone? Or is there a bigger plan? Maybe something more strategic?
Knowing Punk, it's probably both.
Right.
He's a master manipulator, always playing the long game.
His actions are going to have ripple effects
Yeah.
throughout the company,
Oh, yeah.
impacting everyone.
From the veterans to the rookies.
Speaking of rising stars, Jimmy Phoenix,
Undefeated.
now a former global champion,
Yeah.
and probably got his eye on that vacant TV title.
He's on an incredible trajectory.
He is.
This could be his moment to really solidify himself as a top guy in SDW.
All right.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the Maniacs.
Oh, yeah.
Doink's control over Basket Case. It's just disturbing.
It really is.
They're unpredictable, violent. They could disrupt any storyline at any moment.
No doubt about that.
Remember their interference in the main event?
Yeah.
They're a threat to everyone.
And what if they decided to go after a championship?
Oh, man.
Imagine the chaos.
Okay. Let's talk about Clark Thunder's betrayal of Dizzy.
Oh, man, that was rough.
The good guys imploding like that. It's a gut punch.
I had that one circled too.
That low blow. The attack on Dizzy's leg.
With a chair.
Brutal.
Yeah.
And so calculated.
You gotta wonder what led him to that point.
What was going through his head?
Jealousy?
Maybe.
Ambition? We need more info to really understand his motives.
And what about Dizzy? He's going to be out for a while with that leg injury.
When he comes back, is it gonna be for revenge?
Or will he try to salvage their friendship?
Man, this storyline is gonna be intense.
It is. And don't forget the impact on the tag team division.
Right. The good guys are out of the picture for now.
So who can challenge Absolution?
It's gonna take a team with strength, strategy, and maybe a willingness to fight fire with fire.
Because Absolution don't play by the rules.
They don't.
We saw the T and Warren Winter step up.
Yeah, their style might be a good match for Absolution.
But they got to refine their teamwork.
And find a way to counter that power.
And then there's the wild card factor.
No, you mean the Maniacs.
Imagine them going after the tag team titles.
Oh, man.
The whole division would be turned upside down.
Dominic Mysterio retaining the Cruiserweight Championship. Against Darby Allin. Another intense match.
Oh, yeah.
You highlighted Mysterio's tactics.
I did.
I think you're onto something.
What's that?
He's becoming a really compelling villain.
He's embracing the heel role.
He is
Using every trick in the book to win.
knocking out the ref, exploiting the rules.
He's not afraid to do whatever it takes.
And he does it with a certain swagger,
Yeah.
a charisma,
It makes him hard to hate.
even when you know he's the bad guy.
It's that classic wrestling archetype.
Right.
The charismatic villain who bends the rules but gets the job done.
And Darby Allin, with his high-flying daredevil style.
He's the perfect opponent for Mysterio.
They have this natural chemistry in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Their styles clash in a really exciting way.
It makes for some incredible matches. But Mysterio's experience and his willingness to play dirty,
Give him an edge.
they do. It'll be interesting to see who challenges him next.
The Cruiserweight division is stacked with talent.
It is.
But it's going to take someone special to dethrone Mysterio.
Okay. Let's talk about that vacant TV championship.
Oh, yeah.
With Phoenix having to relinquish it. The race is on.
Who's going to claim that prize?
Could be a veteran looking for one last shot at glory.
Or maybe a rising star, ready to make a name for themselves.
Don't forget the wild card factor either.
Right.
Someone totally unexpected could come out of nowhere.
The possibilities are endless.
They are.
That's what makes this so exciting.
We're on the cusp of a new era in SDW.
It feels that way.
New champions.
The rivalries.
New storylines.
It's going to be a wild ride.
And you know what else is exciting?
What's that?
The variety of match types we saw at Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah. They really pushed the boundaries.
From Hell in a Cell to the ambulance match.
SDW is constantly
It's
innovating.
not just about the spectacle either. These stipulation matches, they often serve as a climax to long-running feuds.
They add a whole other level of intensity.
Exactly.
Like that Hell in a Cell match.
Scotty and Rust.
It was about more than just violence. It was about Scotty overcoming his injury.
Facing his fears.
And getting revenge.
And the ambulance match. Sandman and Braddock Knight.
Two hardcore legends.
Battling it out.
In a match that perfectly captured their styles.
FTW gets it.
They do?
These matches have to be more than just gimmicks.
They do.
They have to have meaning.
Yeah.
They have to tell a story. And they have to have consequences.
They're not just throwing stuff at the wall.
And they give the wrestlers opportunities to be creative, to showcase their athleticism.
New and exciting ways.
Remember that ladder bridge spot in the U.S. title match.
Oh, yeah, that was insane.
Pure innovation.
SDW's constantly raising the bar.
They are.
When it comes to match types.
And that's one of the reasons they're so successful. They understand that fans want to be entertained,
Right.
surprised, even shocked.
They want to see something they've never seen before.
And we can't forget the commentary team.
Oh, yeah, they're a big part of it.
They bring these matches to life,
They do.
adding insight, humor.
Excitement.
It really enhances the viewing experience.
They're passionate about SDW.
They are.
And they know how to tell a story.
They guide us through the action,
Explain the nuances of each match.
highlight the key moments,
They're fans just like us.
and their enthusiasm is contagious.
It makes you feel like you're right there in the arena.
Experiencing it all firsthand.
That's what it's all about.
Creating an immersive experience
Yeah.
that transports the viewers.
Into the world of SDW.
Speaking of immersive experiences, the atmosphere at Trick or Treat.
Electric.
You mentioned the crowd reactions in your notes.
I did.
The energy in Chicago.
It was incredible.
The fans were on their feet almost the entire show.
Yeah.
Chanting, cheering, booing. With this intensity you don't see very often.
Special.
SDW has a passionate fan base.
They do.
They're invested in the storylines. They care about the wrestlers. And they're not afraid to let their voices be heard.
And the wrestlers feed off that energy.
Oh, yeah.
They give it their all, knowing the fans are right there with them.
It's this symbiotic relationship
Yeah.
that's essential to the success of any wrestling company.
Absolutely.
The fans fuel the wrestlers
And the wrestlers reward the fans.
with incredible performances.
in an unforgettable moment.
And SDW seems to have mastered that balance.
Yeah.
They know how to create an atmosphere that's both electric and intimate.
Where the fans feel like they're part of the show.
And that connection.
Between the wrestlers and the fans.
That's what makes pro wrestling so special.
It really is.
It breaks down the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Invites the audience to participate.
In the storytelling.
And SDW, with its blend of athleticism, drama, and spectacle.
Is at the forefront of that movement.
Okay, let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture. SDW has undergone some major changes
Yes.
in recent months. The roster has evolved. New stars have emerged. The creative direction seems to be shifting.
It does feel like a new era is beginning.
And with CM Punk's return,
Yeah.
it feels like we're entering a new era. An era defined by unpredictability, intensity, and a willingness to push the boundaries.
Punk's presence alone has added this level of excitement and anticipation.
He's a game changer,
He is.
a master strategist.
His actions are going to have consequences.
We've already seen the impact.
Yeah.
He's shaken things up, challenged authority,
Reignited old rivalries
and with the Undisputed Championship, he has the power to reshape the entire company.
in his image.
So what does this mean for the future of SDW?
What changes will he make?
Who will stand with him?
And who will oppose him?
These are the questions that will be answered in the coming weeks and months,
And we're lucky to be along for the ride.
witnessing the evolution of SDW in real time.
It's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan.
It is.
And SDW is at the forefront of that excitement.
They're constantly pushing the envelope,
Innovative.
delivering unforgettable moments.
And with CM Punk at the helm.
Who knows what the future holds?
One thing's for sure.
What's that?
It's going to be wild.
It's been quite a ride, unpacking all these trick-or-treat results.
Yeah, a lot to process.
It's clear that this wasn't just a pay-per-view. It was a declaration.
Right. Like a line in the sand.
Yeah. And so many of the moments you highlighted, they all point to the same thing.
What's that?
SDW is changing,
Oh, absolutely.
embracing a new era.
Shedding its old skin.
New champions, betrayals, CM Punk's return.
The whole power structure's been flipped.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so exciting, right?
Yeah, it's wide open now.
Veterans like Punk coming back with a purpose.
Yeah.
Rising stars like Phoenix.
Yeah, grabbing the spotlight.
And then the total chaos of the Mania.
I never know what they're going to do.
Anything could happen now.
Anything.
Think about it. For your future SDW deep dives, will Banshee's reign be defined by brutality?
Yeah, Reaper.
Will Phoenix rise to the challenge?
Of that vacant TV title.
And what will Punk's SDW look like?
Yeah.
Will he try to control everything? Or is this about elevating the company?
Good question.
Your next batch of sources will probably give us some clues.
I'm sure they will.
This is what makes following SDW so great.
What's that?
Those crazy matches.
Oh, yeah.
But also these storylines that just pull you in.
It's that perfect mix.
Of athletic spectacle and drama.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, here's something for you to think about.
Okay.
All this change, all these new champions, The whole landscape of SDW transformed. What does it mean for the company's legacy?
Yeah, is this the start of something special?
Or will it all fall apart?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Your future deep dives will tell the tale.
They will.
Until then,
Keep watching.
keep analyzing.
And keep that passion for SDW burning.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
That's it for this week's SDW podcast, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us, and don't miss Friday Night Lightning Live at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on Stone Dog Entertainment YouTube and Twitch. We've got incredible matches, intense rivalries, and more surprises in store every week. If you loved this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat. And don't forget, you can catch this podcast weekly, so stay tuned for more insights, breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes looks at all things SDW. Thanks for listening, everyone. I'll see you Friday night. Let's keep this thing rolling.